of us to answer.
It can be done first if at least everybody in the country has adequate 12 years of schooling. If everyone, at least a majority of our population, have 12 years of schooling,
exactly,
we can read, we can analyze, we can debate,
absolutely,
basic things, so
yes.
that whenever the smart people write, and with big grammar in newspapers, all of us can read it and can understand. And we can even ask more questions. Okay? That's, see, for me, before we can improve our democracy, we need to improve our education level in the country.
Absolutely.
It's very important.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because knowledge.
Democracy, yes, is, low human capital development, which correlates strongly with education. The lower the education level, the higher the chances that some unscrupulous elements will hijack the majority of education.
Because if everybody's at least have basic education, when they come and tell you, come and take on one bag of beans or rice and vote, you tell them, get out.
This is worth nothing.
Yeah.
Yes. But because the majority are poorly educated, or especially in this area, they don't see the full costs or the consequences of this. They play along. So education is actually quite key. Very, very key. Very, very important.
See, education is everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we emphasize the importance of education enough. And for me, I've always said, education can come in different forms, at different level. In growing up, for me, I think one thing that appears to be lacking in Nigeria's education system is this thing about critical thinking, right? I can't really put a clear definition on it because it appears a little amorphous. But I think by the time an individual finishes primary or secondary school in Nigeria, he should be able to tell his left from his right.
Yeah.
He should be able to address this concern that we raised about, being bought over cheaply, selling your vote for next to nothing, and giving support blindly without really knowing how what you're doing is going to interest you, playing wholly on ethnic and religious sentiments, So those are things that I think a number of us should have learned in primary and secondary schools, but which we didn't.
Well,
so now coming back to haunt the country. Now, how do you address that?
Well, I think we need to add some very important subjects in our curriculum. For me, I think, for example, that history is a must.
Yes.
It's a must that every student who goes primary, secondary school must do history to the last day of school.
Yep.
Everybody.
What do you think about adding a subject on logic?
Oh, I'm coming to it. See, logic, philosophy, basic.
Logic.
Okay. See, I was lucky. My father was a historian and he loves philosophy. See, in my house, I used to, when I was about 10, 11, we used to play what we called, I don't know, is it Socrates parlor game with my dad? But we used to play that. It's a logic problem.
Yeah.
I used to play that with my dad. Now, I was lucky. Everybody do not have that. But the schools
curricula.
I will tell you. I know you love the cosmos.
Yes.
See,
was,
I will tell you.
I can't overemphasize the impact that.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too. See, Carl Sagan did a wonderful job on you and me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. In fact, I have 2 of his books.
If I take myself back to those days and what I had in mind, I would have said, oh, maybe I will have become an astronaut or something.
Okay.
Made the exploration of science and space so interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
You want to be part of that.
Yeah.
Right.
See, so those are the things that influenced me and you.
We need more of those things in our education system.
Exactly.
We need a way of gamifying certain subjects like logic, like history, because children love
history, logic.
Yes.
Civil.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Yeah. Okay, those exactly. should be compulsory for everyone.
Yes, and we need to create a way of making it, or imparting knowledge through some kind of gaming system, a game where children will find fun. You don't want to make it too serious.
Of course.
Yeah. A lot of children will just find it boring.
See, this is the job of educators.
Yes.
See, and there are so many ways to teach these things so that it's not boring. In fact, it will be exciting for young people to do.
Yes.
They will be playing, but under the radar, they are learning basic and very important lesson about life.
Yes.
About their society. See, and this thing about I heard the stopped history for some years. See, it's the most idiotic decision. Yeah.
It was purely driven by politics.
See,
it was pure political considerations.
When you stop teaching history,
yes,
for what reason? What are you trying to get by doing that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I thought about it and I felt maybe some of the people who felt they committed a couple of atrocities in the past and are still alive don't want their names mentioned negatively in historical books, especially given, some of the propaganda that pushed out in the past. And of course, if you take a look at our history as a country, a number of the ethnic groups we have in Nigeria today were loggerheads like 100 years ago.
Yeah. That's history.
I don't see anything wrong with teaching that history.
Teach it.
I don't see anything wrong with teaching that history.
See, when you teach it, yes, the current generation will say, oh, so that's where we were. We
were so stupid then. Now is it, we're wiser now.
Exactly.
A lot of people will learn from the past and say, hey, you do this is what you get. So our ancestors were doing it, and this is where it led them. It didn't work out well for them.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be embarking on the same path. So those are supposed to be the positive lessons we take from history. But like you said, now that they've stopped teaching history in schools, I don't know whether they will bring it back, right?
No, I thought we were bringing it back. I don't know.
How people know history? Even the history that we learned in school then was just so pedestrian. There was nothing deep about it.
Well, for those that actually did O-level history, they learned more. We stopped doing history after from 3.
Because it wasn't interesting. We didn't find it interesting. That's why we stopped.
It was. I would have continued.
History is one of my best subjects today.
Today, I read history more than everything else.
Everything, actually, history at the end of the day. The entire body of human knowledge is history.
So,
So I find it so interesting.
Right now I'm reading this The Ascent of Money by Neil Ferguson. I just started reading it about 2 days ago. Mm-hmm.
I'll look into that.
Oh yeah, it's very very interesting. It's very interesting. So see, education is number one.
Absolutely,
if
100%.
Nigeria and Africa wants to develop
is human capital. Yes.
Yeah,
that's the only way we can develop our human capital. Exactly what is drawing us back, really.
Yeah.
So that's the key thing drawing us back.